Hello there everybody, and welcome along to Leeds, where I am going to do a very, very special vlog for a very, very special somebody. Now, I can't tell you much because, well, you probably already have guessed it. Oh wow, I've just seen it all. Who hears that? That's good, that is. Yeah, that's right there. Northeastern Railway Viaduct. This viaduct is 1,500 yards long and included Leeds City Station. How about that? But yeah, I can't, well, you probably already guessed why we're here in Leeds from the title. But we are going to pop to the train station because, well, I have a very nice surprise for a very nice somebody. So without further delay, let's get on with it. Here we are arriving at Leeds train station now, folks. Queen's Hotel just above me. The city square, which has changed a lot as well since I was last here. This in front of me was all road the last time I was here, but now is pedestrian access and a cycle path. That's very interesting, that, because that used to be a road there as well, coming down there. Leeds has changed so much. Anyway, I want to go get some breakfast first before we depart. So here we are at Leeds. I know that this is my idea of heaven and a certain other person's idea of heaven, all next to each other. The CAF 331 there for myself and for our goose friend Glorious 158, and we salute it, sir. We salute it as it goes. Where's it going? Carlisle. Damn. Who would have thought that would have gone to Carlisle? Mind you, 158's cleared for Carlisle, aren't they? Can I go up on the escalator? Yes, I can. We got more glorious sprinters here in Leeds in the form of 158, 9, 10. My, these 158s are popular, aren't they? What else have we got? I am on the right platform for our special guest. We've got a 185 set sitting over there. There's a 195, you see the 195 cab just creeping over the stairs. And you've got Kurt Zuma here blocking our platform. Get out of the way! Damn 800s. Mind you, it leaves at 9:15, so no problem. There's another 150 over. My, these 150s are popular up in Yorkshire, aren't they? They're very, very, very popular. Of course, who doesn't love the 150s and the 158s? That's right, Azuma, get out of here. You are blocking our platform. Get lost. Goose Lord, man. Anyway, our special guest will be here momentarily. I see the Imperial Guard have been sent out for the arrival of a certain 150. Tico has sent out his best men. Here she is. Our guest does approach.
Oh, that wasn't good.
In the early 80s, British Rail were in desperate need to replace their first generation DMUs, diesel locos and Mark I stocks from the 1950s. The first response was for British Leyland Bus Company to produce a fleet of temporary DMUs called Pacers, and we know how that worked out, didn't we? However, this wasn't enough to replace all of the first gen rolling stock. British Rail then turned to their own manufacturer, British Rail Engineering Limited, for a second-gen DMU design, whilst at the same time, they also looked to Metro Camel. By 1984, both British Rail and Metro Camel had 2 prototype trains each. British Rail introducing the 150 prototypes, built at York's Aldgate Road Carriage Works, whilst Metro Camel introduced the 151s, which were built at Rushford Heath, Birmingham. They would be dubbed by British Railways as Sprinters due to their rapid acceleration, and are the only genuine 3-car 150s with their own centre trailer, and had the single leaf sliding door for staff only. Both number 1 and number 2 entered service on November 5th, 1984, based at Derby. Number 1 proving to be more reliable, with 3 NT854i4 Cummins engines fitted in each carriage, which developed 285 horsepower each, as well as having voice transmission. Due to number 1's successful demonstration runs across the network, 2 production orders were put in place for the 150 fleet, with the Dash 1 and Dash 2s being built shortly afterwards. And furthermore, the 155 for Leyland Bus and 156s for Metro Camel, being dubbed as Super Sprinters. Number 2, however, proved to be less reliable, with its Rolls-Royce Perkins engines and fully automatic gearbox. Dun dun dun. During testing, it proved the 151s for Metro Camel were not successful in testing, and the 150s were more reliable. As a result of this, the 151s were taken out of service, leaving number 2 to be modified for an upcoming trial, which involved having the Cummins engines, a twin-disc transmission from the 151s, and having voice transmission for the 2 other carriages. Number 2 was also given the Class 158 mock interior and was reclassified as the 154. Once the 154 trials were completed, she was returned back to service as 150-002. Thanks to her success, the 158 Express Sprinters were put into production and entered service in 1990. Both units served regional railways until 1997, when British Railways were privatised. They spent most of their time in the Midlands. From 1997 to 2007, they were operated by Central Trains, and from 2007 to 2011, London Midland. They were then transferred to First Great Western, later GWR, from 2012 to 2020, where they are now with Northern, first with Manchester and Newton Heath, entering service in September 2020, but now operate services throughout Yorkshire and being based at Neville Hill Depot. They are now in their twilight years, as they are 40 years old now, but it'd be nice to see them on Heritage Railways, as they are both incredible prototype units, but who knows the fate of these 2 150s. Right, so what we got here then? Ian he's trying to show us something. That you can point at things. That's the ticket inspector, making sure everyone's got a ticket. Yep, they got overhead luggage racks on 150s. Ian trying to be helpful for no reason. You got automatic announcements. You also got the dot matrix display, which now works, thank God. Wow, they fixed it. Blue marquette seating, very nice. Foldable seat for wheelchair spaces. Now, this is a part where I'm going to rant, because even I disagree with the 3x2 seating on 150s. It has to be just 2x2, because do you know how fucking tight it is to get through that gap? Jesus, it's impossible. Just 2x2 seating, please. What else we got? Those doors used to be red, you know, but central trains. But no, look, and first go wrestling. Yes, litter bins there with Ian's McDonald's card. Put it in the bin! Bin it! And Ian obviously being in the disabled section, just like him.
Welcome aboard this Northern Service to Halifax. The next station stop is Bradford Interchange.
The bag's not big enough for you, Ian, sorry. Right, so Ian wants to have a look at the seats again. We've just mentioned the foldable seats. There's 2 of them. Ian's... Oh, actually, there's more than 2, sorry. There's enough space for at least 2 or 3 wheelchair users. Don't put your heavy luggage there. It says a disability sticker on it. Yes, well done, Ian. We can see SRS sign there. SRS button. And the 2x2 seating with the 1 seat only. Yeah, we've seen all these, Ian. Yes, look, we know, we can see it. I know, it's brilliant, isn't it? What on earth is this middle-aged man doing? Don't do it, Ian. Don't do it, Ian. Just show them the toilet. Don't go in. He's gonna go in. Hey! You wouldn't like it if I went in the first class seat toilet of 390-104, would you? Yes, look at him. He's showing it. I love that voice. Say it again, woman. Oh, God! Disgusting! Disgusting! Get off the screen! God, help us! God! Jesus, what are you trying to do? You're trying to make us go blind? Soap, tap, dryer, towel, even though they never work on any train. That's my seat! You touched my seat, you're dead! This is my first class happy place on Beloved for when I get a bit excited, which does happen. Baby changing, so that's for anyone who hates or has a problematic opinion on sprinters. So they have to use the baby change because that's what they are to me. Yes, a number of emergencies buttons. That's for you if you're not careful, Ian. Oh God, get it off the screen! Get it off the screen! Now at Bradford Interchange. Oh God, get it off the screen! Get it off the fucking screen! 195s are okay, but we are on the majesty of the 150-001 Sprinter, Beloved, and it's a 180 that actually works. Look at it, it's made it to Bradford. Impossible. Right then. Just ready to depart Bradford Interchange.
Welcome aboard this Northern Service.
Do you mind?
Halifax.
I miss.
Station stop is
Oh, I
Halifax.
miss that sound. I miss that sound so much. That is pornographic. But anyway, that is pornographic. What isn't pornographic is that French Alston piece of turd over there. If it makes it back to London, I'll be amazed. Anyway, so they were mostly from 84 to 1997. They worked all over the West Midlands and East Midlands. They also did Wales as well, so I thought I'd go into a bit more detail. So Nottingham, Derby, Matlock, Newcastle, Crewe, Chester, Cardiff, Lincoln, you know, basically all the services that the Sprinters did with East Midlands trains. Do you mind, sir? I'm trying to do an information documentary here, and you are bombarding me. The nerve! The fucking nerve! Go Lord, man. Anyway. So yeah, basically all the services Sprinters did with East Midlands trains, West Midlands trains, so, and cross country. So number 1 and number 2 were basically everywhere until 1997. In 1997 to 2011, well actually 2007 with Central Trains, they were still doing those services, but they were mostly just focusing around Birmingham and East Midlands and Derby and Nottingham. But then in 2007 they were stationed at Tyseley, and they have been until 2011 when they were transferred to First Great Western after being replaced by the heaps of shit known as the 172s, the fucking cunts. What the fuck do they think they are, replacing superior 150s? Anyway, so in 2012, both number 1 and number 2 would enter service with First Great Western. They would first work Reading to Basingstoke services, based at Reading Train Care Depot, for a number of years, but then eventually they would operate services throughout the Great Western Territory, so Cornwall, the Cornish Main Line, even Cardiff to Penzance services on the rare occasions, which I thought was outrageous. They did the Newquay to the Strawberry Line, so Par Newquay on the rare occasion. They also did, obviously, they were based at Exeter as well for a number of years, so they did the Exeter to Exmouth, Exeter Barnstaple, Exmouth Paynton as well, alongside the 143s and the other 150-2s there, including Simon Trains' beloved 216. What else? Bristol Parkway to Weston-super-Mare when they were with St Philip's Marsh Depot in Bristol. They also did. Did they do the 7-beat? Yes, they did. They did do the 7-beat service. They also did. They also served my area: Gloucester, Cheltenham, Ashchurch, Worcester. It was so good to see them at Worcester again. Holy shit! It was like Central Trains reunion. It was quite symbolic, I think, to find them on platform 1 at Foregate instead of platform 2 like they were with London Midland. That was quite fun. They did have a farewell tour plan called the Final Furlong, which was March 28th, 2020. Unfortunately, COVID happened. So the tour was cancelled, and guess who booked their tickets? Yes, I had a ticket for that. I was going to go on it, but no, fuck you, COVID, you can't. I did catch it though, April 1st, from Bristol to Newton Heath on Crewe Live Cam. I wanted to go to Ashchurch Station so bad, but my parents helped me see common sense, so I had to just stay at home, which it was shit. So she was they were both transferred to Newton Heath Depot. They were out of service for 6 months, I think, before entering service in September the 5th, I think it was. Yes, September 5th, 2020, between Manchester, Victoria and Blackburn via Rochdale and Todmorden. They would then do Rochdale Clitheroe services when they Northern brought back the 150-0 hybrids, which is basically where they get a -2 Sprinter, right? They split it and put one carriage in the middle of a -1, making a 3-coach service. So they had 4 of them at the time: number 3, number 4, number 5, and number 6. However, in December 2022, Ian Poole actually spotted the very last working of 150-001 from Manchester Victoria to Newton Heath Depot on December 8th. December 9th, they were all 6 were transferred to Neville Hill, where they would do a variety of services. So Sheffield, Huddersfield via Penistone, and then Sheffield, Moorthorpe, Leeds. But with the introduction of number 7 and number 8 last year, they now operate not just those 2 diagrams, but they also do other diagrams as well, such as Leeds to Harrogate, Leeds to York via Harrogate and via Church Fenton. They do York. One did Sheffield to York via Pontefract, Bag Hill. I think it's Bag Hill. Sheffield to Leeds via Wakefield Kirkgate. Leeds to Nottingley. The Briggs services, so Sheffield Cleethorpes. Hull to Halifax, which is rare. God, I had to look twice. Sheffield to Ardwick via Doncaster. They even covered the 331's failure. Well, actually, no, it was the pantograph failed. So they needed trains to do Leeds to Doncaster, which is normally 331's. But they got superior 150s to do it for them, because 331's are still shit. It's not shit. The pantographs, the electric overhead gantries failed. Electric supply failed. But anyway, you get the gist. So even though that they are 40 years old now, they are prototypes, not actual, proper production trains. They are rubbish because they're prototypes. They do have their problems, but they're still going. So to any haters up there, fuck you. They're still going strong. Fucking men to these long-living, superior Queen Elizabeth II based, superior British Yorkshire traction, and I love them. In 2000, sometime in early 2000, so around March, April, I was introduced to the world of trains by having my first ever train ride, and it happened to be on 150-001 from Kidderminster to Birmingham Moor Street. And that's where my love of trains began, and that's why she's my favourite train. It's the first train I've ever been on. It's that simple. And it was, what, 25 years ago now? Fuck you know. I was, what, 1 year and 9 months. So 1 3/4. Yeah, that's quite a memory gap, isn't it? But no, what else is there to say about the superior attractions? That is the 150s. Elaborating on the fate, even though that we know that there are trains that are going to replace them soon. Shut up, announcements! You're not the lady anymore. The the 150s had female announcements on the northern trains, and now they replace them with some middle-aged, depressed man. Fuck off! Give us the woman. Give the woman back. But I mean, let's be honest. The cheapest way to get rid of the Sprinters is to scrap them, because that's what they're going to do, because they're northern. But It would be nice to see them in a, well, I mean, in a museum. Not really, because, you know, they're not really doing much in a museum. But it'd be nice to see them on heritage railways so that, you know, enthusiasts can enjoy them. Because there are people that do enjoy these trains. I'm one of them. We are a small community, granted. But fucking hell, I'm proud to be a Sprinter enthusiast. We all have our favourites. So, you know, end of discussion. Well, I think we're approaching Halifax now, which means I better shut up and let Ian actually do, well, actually no, fuck Ian, he's not gonna rant. This is my video. I'm taking his channel, as I have done for the past, what, 20 minutes? So, Superior 150-001 arriving majestically into Halifax station. See, he has been to Halifax.
Please remain vigilant. If you see anything suspicious, please report it to our team.
Well, there we have it then, folks. We're here in Manchester Piccadilly now. We're going to end the 150-001 vlog by, first of all, thanking Tico Sprinter for narrating the whole vlog about his beloved unit. I know he is Sprinter mad. I think we all know how mad for Sprinters that man is. And when it comes to 001 and 002, he is an absolute animal when it comes to both of them. So I hope you enjoyed Tico narrating that video. I personally loved the ride on 001. 001's very rare on the Halifax Hull services, so they must be short of 158 units to do that service. But definitely, I hope they put her on more services like that, because I think it'd be very, very due. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed that. If you did, leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe if you've not already done so. Thank you as well to the members of the channel for your continued support of the channel. If you want to be a member, it's $3.99 for a membership. You get the vlogs early, shout out at the end of every video. It couldn't be simpler, it couldn't be easier. So we're back to the summer showcase on Sunday. We're going to do back on Sunday. But before we finish, I do want to send out my own personal message to Tico, because today is his birthday. There was a reason for doing this vlog today, and that was because it is his birthday today. So happy birthday, Goose. You will never know how much your friendship means, and that's not coming from here. That's coming from right here, mate. So I know we drive each other mad a lot of the times, but you're an absolute amazing person, amazing human, and I'm almost honoured to have you as a friend. So yeah, happy birthday, Goose. Thank you all, and I'll see you back on Sunday for the next summer showcase. It's okay. I'm not here bus spotting. I'm just here to wish my friend a happy birthday, that's all. I'm going now. I'm going. You don't have to worry about me, guys. I'm going. See you all next time.